Yo yo yo, it's your girl Zimi. I've come back with another video trying to explain to you guys how to do some things, since sometimes people don't want to teach you. I got you. I got you. So I'm going to teach you how to edit your avatar. A few people have asked me how to edit an avatar in Unity, and it's not as intricate as people say it is. It might take a minute to get used to using Poyomi. It might take a minute to get used to using Unity, whatever it may be. You know, at the end of this video, you'll have a pretty good idea on what to do. Before you get into editing your avatar, you would want to get your avatar into Unity. The avatar that I will be editing is Mina by Small Mayo. I will have the link to this avatar in the description. So usually when you import an avatar, 99% of the time, these avatars will come with a guide. If they don't come with a guide, just remember that the SDK comes first. Poyomi, Arctoon, if you use DPS, you will need to import it. DPS does not come included because it's something that you will have to pay for, and then import the Unity package. Double click the scene and upload through the SDK. That is the basics of getting it into Unity and uploading the avatar, but before you upload it, we're going to edit it. So once you have your avatar into Unity, you can locate the scene by going to Mina 3.0, Mina by Small Mayo, and you click this Unity package, Unity symbol right here, go to the top right and click open. Mine's already opened, but this is how you would open it in the future. When it comes to editing your avatar and changing colors, the first thing I did was change her body color, which you can change the darkness of her body by going over here to the right hand side to color and alpha, and you can change the color with this color wheel. And this goes for all of your avatar's assets. Sometimes you will have to change the color of a matcap in order to get the desired color, but that's okay. So if I wanted to change the color of this top, the main texture I did not touch. Like I said, sometimes you'll have to edit the matcap color, and I changed the matcap color to black, which is why my top is black. You can change it to whatever color you want. It is all strictly personal preference. It does not matter, you know, as long as you like it, that is all that matters with this. Sometimes people will add emissions to their avatar. More commonly, it would be added to their avatar's body. Maybe it'll be added to their clothing. Maybe they'll add a little cute little lightning effect. Whatever it may be, in order to add a basic emission, you would come over here to special effects. It's the third one down, and it should be at the top. It's called emission. If you wanted to add an emission, you'll need to have an emission map. Emission maps will always be black and white. Whatever is white will show, whatever is black will not show. So in this case, this is the metallic map, which you can use metallic maps. Anything that is black and white you can use. The emission map will be put into the emission map slot right here, and you can change the color in the emission color tab right here, and it could be whatever color you would like it to be. You can change the emission strength with this slider right here. I don't recommend turning it all the way up because you will be literally blinding people, so I recommend the you know, the maybe two would be a good emission brightness, in my opinion. You can turn off directional light by clicking directional light and unchecking it to see what it would look like in darker lighting. This might be a little bright for my avatar, but again, it's personal preference of what you would like your avatar to look like. You can do the same thing almost with matcaps. You can go to lighting and reflections, go down to the bottom here, And the same thing with emissions. You would add a mask. In this case, it'll be called a mask, and it's still black and white. Whatever is white will show, whatever is black will not show. So you will put this, drag, drop, like so, and then you will pick a matcap. It will not have a matcap already like mine does. You can type in matcap at the top, marcap, hello, matcap at the top, and you can select one of these that Poyomi already has, or you could find a Google image and you could use that as a matcap as well. You can put it on your avatar and turn up the emission strength, will make it brighter. Intensity will also make it a little bit brighter, but it'll also show up a bit better. The intensity is how intense the gold will show up. You can also change the color of it if you want to. If you wanted like a red goldie, or you wanted like a pink gold, maybe a light rose gold, you can do all of that with this here matcap. Another thing that a lot of people do is add glitter. I like to add glitter to my avatars. I feel like it adds a little pop of, I don't know, I like the detail of the glitter. Like usual, there will be a mask or a map. The glitter will show up in the spots that are white, and it will not show up in the spots that are black. You can use a color map. I just put this color map here because it had a bunch of little cute colors on it. It's not really a color map. I think this is a normal map, but I put it in there anyway because it had cute colors, so I was like, shit, why not? But you can use the surface color, which mine is using a surface color, which would be copying the color of your body. And you can change the color as well if you don't want to use surface color. If you don't want to use your surface color, it will copy this color right here, so I could make it pink, which mine hue shifts, so it will not stay pink, but if I were to check off that hue shift, it is pink now. If I were to check this back on, it would be constant shifting at the speed of 10. When you add a hue shift, and you add a speed for your hue shift, the smaller the number, the slower it will go. The larger the number, the faster it will go. You can do that for whatever clothing you want to. If you do not put a mask, it will put it all over. It will put glitter all over everything if you don't have a mask. So when you're editing an avatar, I would advise to go through each and every asset and make sure all of them match. Make sure everything matches, and make sure that everything is edited accordingly to how you want it to, because if you leave out an asset, sometimes it may not fit in with the theme that you were going for with your avatar. Also, understand that some avatars come with animations that change the colors of your body and your head. So always, always, always edit the materials that already exist. Because if you create another material and you drag and drop it onto your body, it's not going to stay. In game, it will show up as the animation material because you can't overwrite an animation. You have to use the already existing material instead of making a new one, unless you delete the animation, which I don't advise. You want to have everything working as usual, whereas deleting an animation could possibly risk you breaking your avatar and having to start all over again. I learned that the hard way. That is just the small little basics of editing an avatar. At the end of the day, editing an avatar is really just playing around with the materials. It doesn't hurt to play around with Poyomi. You know, it could benefit you in learning how to use Poyomi when you start editing your avatars and customizing them, because Poyomi is very easy. It's very user friendly in my opinion. You could always click Control Z if you mess something up, and that's just the basics to editing an avatar in Unity. If you wanted to add clothes to your avatar, you would have to do that in Blender. You cannot add clothes to your avatar in Unity. You can add small accessories like ears, you could add things like that, but I don't advise adding things in Unity as it can really turn up the amount of polys that your avatar has. Also, if you wanted to add a tattoo texture to your avatar that is different than the one that is already on it, you would need to make sure that you know what your base is. With Mina, in the credits down here, it tells me that the base of my avatar is Zin Fit Base by Zimpia. I would have to make sure the tattoo texture that I wanted to use matches the base. So the tattoo texture that I'm using is Death Row by Looney. Looney is a very sweet creator. I love her. She makes really good tattoo textures. I 1000% recommend them. They're super user friendly. They even come with a guide telling you how to add them to your avatar. In this case, I'm using the Zimpia base version of Death Row. There are 2 base textures that you can choose from, 2 head textures that you can choose from, 2 female base textures that you can choose from, and 3 female head textures that you can choose from. So when you add a tattoo texture, you have to make sure that the PNG that it comes with will be put on your base texture. So I own these textures for Zimpia Fit Base. They are the ripped fishnet textures. I drag and I drop the texture, the transparent PNG that the tattoo texture comes with, onto my base texture, and then I drag this into the main texture box, and then I put it on my matcap as well, because sometimes you'll have to do that. You'll have to put it on your matcap as well, because sometimes if you have a different body texture on your matcap mask, it's going to look very faded. It's not going to look very good. Only parts of it will show up because it's looking at this for its mask. So you want to make sure that whatever you put on your main texture, you want to put for this matcap as well, because sometimes it won't show up as good. If it doesn't have a skin colored matcap, that's okay. You don't have to add a matcap for it to show up. It's just only if your avatar has this matcap here. I add an avatar. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, maybe leave a comment. It's up to you. I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe button. That will be it for this video, and I hope you have a good day.